Alrighty, it seems like we are live. That's what's up. Wait a minute, what is this? We're on Twitch. We got some DJs playing some music. I need to start subscribing to some of them. I know I got a few that Key, had recommended, but yeah, man, it looks pretty legit. I don't log in. Log in. Alright, 1 second, people. So, God, you went to. Nope, I don't need that. Okay. Alright, here we go. I gotta download some videos from Twitch. I also gotta get more bits. I like bits. I like bits. I like donating bits. Hey, what up, Foss? My bad, I just clicked back over on the screen. I didn't see you, but what's good? If you're still in here. There we go. Alright. But what's good, man? Just give me a second. Alright. Let me download this one. Yeah. I might download this one as well. I might. Yeah, I might. Yeah, because I gotta put something up on my BitChute anyway. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Alright. Give me a second, people. Because I should have stopped being lazy last week and did this shit last week. Not now. Yeah, not now. I'm good on that, Google. So I've been debating about like my. No, don't do that. Chilling, chilling. Yeah, I was waiting for Aaron. I guess he's busy or whatever, but we wanted to discuss about the PlayStation. Should people get it at launch, or should Um, People wait. I typically wait, but because I play a certain game, which is weird because I never thought I'd be playing it. That would be Fortnite. They're not gonna do any more updates for it once the PS5 comes out. There's not a lot of games options for PS5 in the beginning. I know Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Cyberpunk, Black Ops Cold War, all of that is going to be on the 4. I don't know if it's going to be available on the PS5. So, what the fuck? What the fuck happened? Wow. Okay, this is in a separate window. All right. Wow. I don't know why it did that. It's weird. That's weird. But anyways, so that's another thing we wanted to discuss. I also wanted to talk about real quick. Um, Marvel. I was going to suggest that hopefully one day Spawn would be a skin on Fortnite, but I forgot, or well, I wasn't really sure if he was a Marvel character or not. He's not a Marvel character. He's still owned by the guy that created him. That would have been another dope skin to have in Fortnite. Now, the skins that I'm really waiting for are Black Panther and Venom. And then I might cop Silver Surfer whenever he's in the item shop again. But I think that's it as far as skins. I'm really excited. This is probably one of the best seasons that they had. I heard the next season is going to be Star Wars themed. I'm not entirely sure on that, but that's what I heard. I wouldn't be surprised if it was DC themed. Even though I'm not a DC fan, I'm not a fan of a lot of their heroes. And I do like their villains though. I will say that. Um, yeah. Right. You would think he would have been out. But no, he is not out yet. He is not available in the item shop yet. Trust me. I've been checking at least once a day, even if I don't play Fortnite every day, which typically I don't. I don't know why. I need to because I need to grind for the battle pass. But yeah, yeah, I've been checking. He is not in the item shop. I even looked on Twitter, you know, if any leaks, any news, and no word. They're gonna him and Venom. They're going to be in the game, but we don't know when. And it would be nice to have a date, but no one knows when. But um, they are like their mythic abilities and things like that is in the game, but the skins are not. So the skins might come later on in the game. Well, the season ends November 30th, so they have between today and that time to be in the item shop. But I was hoping that uh Fortnite will release Black Panther soon because, of Chadwick's passing, may he rest in peace. But on the other hand, that may be too soon because he had died. It may have been too soon. I think it's been about like a month now, maybe, or extremely close to it. I know it was like at the end of August, beginning of September. But yeah, that would, even though it would have been a good time to like have the skin, it's also like disrespectful in a way because you're using, it would have seemed like they were using his death to advertise. Um, you know, but it is what it is. I no one knows when they'll be available, unfortunately. Yeah, oh, he's not in it. See, that I didn't know. I don't have the new Avengers game. There's a lot of games I want to get, but I'm like it's so close to the PS5's releasing, but then they won't have a lot of new games to play off the bat. So I'm really like stuck. I don't know what I want to do. Um, I was really interested in Ghost of Tsushima and was hoping that Aaron would like stream it or whatever. That would have been dope, but it's not a lot of people I know streaming it, like, the main story and everything. But I did not know that Black Panther wasn't in the Avengers game. That is wild. I don't know why he's not in it, but it is what it is. That's unfortunate. Today is Friday. Friday. Yeah, I gotta stream on Twitch today. I never stream on the days that I'm scheduled to stream. I really need to get on the ball with that as far as Twitch is concerned. I really do. They said they're gonna bring him in, but I feel they should have had them. Yeah, I was stream Bill's still Twitch situation. No, yeah, I seen you. I think I came to your chat sometimes when I was able to catch you. But yeah, you said about that situation, which is fucked up. Very. Oh my god, I can't be sleepy. But I heard next year, starting January 2021, that in order to be monetized on YouTube, you have to have 5K subs and over 10K watch hours. Um, that's gonna be insane if it's true, and very unfortunate for people. You It's a grind to get to 1,000 subscribers. Trust me, it is. I've had, or so I still have, other channels. Um, the reason why I well, firstly, I didn't even know um I had like I had over 1,000 subscribers. I was never on YouTube like this till like the recent 4 years, and it was mostly like on my mobile device. Like I never really went and like looked at my channel and like shit. Like I just never really did it. Like I never really cared too much. But yeah, like one day, like 4 years ago, I just decided to check out my channel and shit. And yeah, I had like 1,300 subs. I'm like, what the fuck? How did that happen? But yeah, man, I did have 2K, but I lost what, 30 subscribers because I was inactive. But whatever the case may be, it's gonna be a grind no matter what. And I do wish people the best. They're really trying to make it difficult for up and coming content creators. At least that's the way that it feels, especially if this is true. You know, I'm gonna change this picture because I don't like it. I don't like it that much anymore. Like it's dope, but change. picture. Yeah, man. This shit. Here we go. I'll do this one. Yeah. I think this is like the first one I had last. I might change this too as well. Yeah, people been down emotionally lately because of the struggle. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. You know, especially like, and I'll tell anybody this: if you did a certain type of content for so long, then you decide to switch it up, you might just start a separate channel for it because it's not a good idea to do that because you're gonna lose subscribers. You may not care about it, but you've worked hard to get them based off the type of content you used to do, and then when you switch it up, it's going to it's just not good. Just start a new channel, you know, which is what I've tried to do with the gaming because I did a certain other type of content before, and I switched it up to gaming about 3 years ago because that's what I originally wanted to do at first. Um, yeah, that's what I originally wanted to do, but that was before the current consoles dropped. And if anybody knows anything about gaming, like back in like 2011, 2012, or something like that, it took a lot to just like record. It wasn't as accessible to do it from your consoles or anything like that, like it is now. Back then, things were a lot more expensive. But like capture cards, things, it's not as expensive now as it was then with the older consoles, but still the most expensive uh, game capture card is Elgato. Um, it is the best. I'm not gonna lie, as far as the quality and what it can do, but it is still very expensive. Um, yeah. So yeah, man, it kind of does. I understand there's people that stream and play strictly Fortnite, but then there may be new games that they may like, and then all of a sudden you play them. It's not good for your analytics, your numbers and whatnot, because people have only subscribed to you for one thing. So I tried to once I got into gaming, I try to be a variety streamer, even though I have been on Fortnite lately. Yeah, look up Aver Media if you want. Yeah, I just want one for my I just want one for my Switch. Um my Switch, basically. Yeah, come on. Cuz I want to stream some Nintendo games or record some Nintendo games. Um hold on, let me see. Uh, okay. Aver capture card. No, I'm seeing 249, 196, 129, 180. Okay, wait a minute. That's more expensive than the Elgato. Oh, wait. Avermedia. Ooh, wee, that is expensive. Okay. If not, I'll just look up cheap, which I have cheap game captures for Nintendo Switch. Um, yeah, I just want to record my gameplay for the Switch. That's all. Nothing. I don't know if I would stream for Switch though. That's up for like debate. I might just record and just make them premieres. I do like I do like Switch videos. They're very informative, especially me. I haven't played Nintendo games in like literally between 15 or 20 years uh tops around that part. I think maybe the last time was like late '04, early '05. The last time I've ever played. That's like the last time I remember having anything Nintendo. Um, yeah, that's like 15 years ago. And that's why I got the Switch. I really do miss Nintendo games that I grew up playing. And so I want to get some more games for. I gotta get more space at the SD card because Super Smash Brothers Ultimate took up so much of my space. But yeah, once I get that, I would like to be able to stream like Animal Crossing, some Pokemon, or record some of that stuff. 'Cause like I said, I don't know if I would stream it. Like record Pokemon, Animal Crossing. They got some throwback Mario games that I want to play. The Mario 64 game. I want that, and I want to be able to play it. Also, I think it would be dope if they put Zelda Ocarina of Time up there. I don't remember playing that. I probably have back in the day and just don't remember, but I don't remember playing it. Zelda games to me was always difficult to figure out. I didn't really know what I was doing, but like I don't know. Someone told me who's oh someone went live. Someone told me that I should check out Breath of the Wild. Again, I haven't played Zelda in years, but I think I might have to try that out. Um, just for something different and variety. And there is a new Zelda game dropping later this year. Um, I think IGN and GameSpot have posted it. They probably up the price. Mine was under 100. Well, it's cool. I appreciate you. Um, like I said, if push comes to shove, I just might have to force myself to get an Elgato. Push come to shove. if not, it is what it is. Because I also wanted to see. Oh yeah, I wanted to also wanted to see what these if El Gato or any other game capture card was coming out. With I mean, if El Gato or any other game capture card developers come out with game capture cards that's compatible with the new consoles, which they probably are, but I don't think it'll be immediately at launch. Shout out to the 3 people in here. Hey, boo, you want a cat? Actually, yes. Me and my sister was just talking about getting a kitty. What kind of cat? Wait, is it a kitten or a full-grown cat? I don't want no full-grown cat. They're stubborn. But if it's a little kitten, I gladly take it. I will gladly take it. I like cats. I actually really I do need a pet. Pets really do help with like anxiety and shit like that. And that's what I need. I need like a little kitty or a little dog because yeah, they're just really helpful with like, anxiety and things like that. They're very relaxing pets. And I haven't had one in a long time. But yes, I will take that kitten if it's, a little kitten. I also want a little dog. Like, want a little doggy. I've been thinking about that. I'm gonna try adoption, honestly, because yeah, I think it's good to give an adopted pet a home. Plus, it helps like shelters. They be so backed up and like crowded with animals. So I think I would if I was to adopt, it would be like a cat or a small dog. If I was to adopt, I think that'd be good to help them out. I think that's a pretty good thing. Um, yeah, that was a random question, Duck. Okay, let me see if this video is ready. I'm gonna premiere it. I think it was pretty good. Okay, it is ready. Okay, Fall Guys. That. All right, it's doing this thing. Let me First of all, what is that? Oh, I don't need this. It's always hard to find some shit. It really is. I have to sort these videos. Okay. Shit. One second, people. Oh fuck! I need. I swear, I would like pay an editor. Let me do this real quick, y'all. Sheesh. Fuck. All right. This. Uh, 7 p.m. tomorrow. Why not? Uh, yeah. Why not? Okay. All right, people. All right. Back to this. All right. What's up, Aaron? Let me drop the link if anybody wants to join. I hate these fucking eye drops that my doctor prescribed me. They gotta give me some more. Okay, there's the link. My bad, people. Oh my god, it is. Time is flying by so fast. Like, wow. It don't even seem like I've been live that long, to be honest. But anyway, I just edited a video. Me and I streamed on Twitch like last week with Zuki. What up, Foss?
So,
How's it?
chilling too.
I'm just editing some videos from Twitch and stuff. Nothing like big or anything. What's up with you?
And not much. Like, just going through shit. Like, I mean, like, internet wise, like, just going through, like, emails and all that.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. Are you going to get the PS5 when it as soon as it launches, or you're gonna wait a while?
I was talking to the homies about that. I'm probably gonna wait.
Hmm. I was thinking about that too. What up, Aaron?
Oh, yo, what's good?
Nothing, chilling.
And
I missed anything?
Oh, nothing. Just chatting and editing. But I just asked Fost. Um, are you getting the? Was he getting the PS5 at launch, or was he gonna wait?
yeah, and I was like, I'm gonna wait.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I said the same thing because right now Sony got a lot of answering the questions that they need to do.
That too for me. I just got too many games I gotta play, and they're all on the PS4 now. Thanks to
Right.
like the PS Now and everything, it's so many games. I looked at my game library. It says in total I got like 85 games, and about 30. I think about 30, not less than 30, like maybe 20 of them are downloaded already, but the rest are in like the library.
Okay.
So yeah,
And PS5 hasn't even announced that they even done an announcement that they have PS Now on their system in comparison to PS4.
what would you say?
Right.
I was saying that PS5 haven't announced anything, like they haven't got the PS Now app, in their system in comparison to PS4.
Yeah, yeah, because we was just talking about that too. I'm like, yo, why
Yeah,
would you try and advertise a PlayStation Plus with the PS Now we have all the games?
right. And then and then I thought about that, and that was like in response to get like PS4 putting out a copy of their own of Spider-Man Miles Morales, but they don't have the upgrades as soon as you buy the PS5. But I'm like, y'all don't have enough. Y'all don't even have a big enough game sale, let alone a library that even shows that you guys are even qualified to even sell it like that.
That's my other reason too, because I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna go into a new console that only has like maybe 10 games starting out, when like your previous console has like over like 1,000 games. Like it don't work with me. It don't work. It don't work that way.
I'm like, so what are y'all doing? Like doing like y'all following the exact sample of what Microsoft did to Xbox? You gonna go down that road?
Wait, what do you
Like,
mean by that? Like,
I was just saying that because to me that would have been something that like Microsoft, or they pulled a playbook out of
actually, yeah.
my
Now I think about it, you're right. Because when the 360 first came out, didn't they have like mad games to it? Same with the
yeah,
one.
yeah, and still do.
Yeah, like when they launched. Yeah, because that's what a lot of that's what a lot of consoles I think need to keep game at. It's like when you're launching, you can't just have like 10 games. Gotta at least
Right.
have 20 or 30.
Yeah. But and it's like in their library is like it's like 15 to 20. And it's like I'm like, and y'all haven't even come out yet. Y'all ain't even I mean, yeah, y'all may have you think shooting, again, just showing trailers and stuff and things like that was gonna be released next year. Again, it's just enough for us to abandon the current gen that we have now, just so it'd be easy for us to like make the transition. It's like no, transitions take time.
Yeah, they do. And that's
And
what
I'm
I'm thinking. It's like they should have did how like the PS3 and the 360 did, where it's
yeah,
like you still had the previous console still dropping games. Like for like the previous consoles, like yo, not everybody's gonna move to PlayStation 5 off the rip. Might as well still continue releasing PlayStation games for the PlayStation 4 games for like the whole year of 2021.
Yeah. Because, and that's the thing too, and it's like, and even with again, like those systems, it's like it's not like oh, they was just so in a big hurry to just have people just rushing and flocking to the current gen that they have coming out. It's like they at least didn't do that, but PS5, I'm like, come on, man, like
we still dealing with the virus. You think people are gonna start putting their lives on the line for a PS5?
no.
It's like, yeah, you could either get like over like 3-4 months of food to provide for your family, or you can get this PlayStation 5. Look how
Yeah,
white it is. Look how crispy. This will last you for about a few weeks because your bills due.
like what Cat Williams said a long time ago. Now that's what you call a life decision.
Mm-hmm. But nah, in PlayStation's defense though, that is hella cheap for a new console though. Like less than like $300, man, for a console. Like I have not seen prices that low since like maybe like handheld games.
Right. And that I have no issue with. I'm not really, getting all that, get fawned over, get like the low pricing. Hey, it should have been that way from the very beginning. Like even when they was talking about it, how it was gonna be around 700 and 800. I mean, if it's one thing, if it was still $700 to $800, and yet they already talking about, oh, just abandon your console, and it's like, no.
Nah, I ain't about to abandon this console. I'm like, I just got this shit like
Yeah.
3-4 months ago.
And I got mine last year, and it's still running like it's brand new. And plus, because 2019 was a big pain in the ass for gamers. Like games just started sucking, and they really didn't make the comeback up until early to mid 2020.
Yeah, but it's like when you think about how many good games was there really in 2020. It's like I'll say Ghost of Tsushima, and then I'll start drawing a blank after that. Be like Ghost of Tsushima, help me out here. Shit.
This is like she getting like she started to paddle and then just left us to talk.
Like fuck, I can't think of any other PlayStation games that came out.
Well, you did have Doom Eternal. You did have that.
Because Judgment was last year, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, Judgment was like last year.
Then you had I'm trying to think. Oh, come on, what is that game's name?
What other games came out in 2020? Yeah.
Last of Us 2, even though it was garbage. And I ain't even played it, but yeah, I seen. But then again, I haven't even played it. But the results, if people are saying it's garbage, well, damn it, I guess it's safe to say that it was garbage.
I watched the story mode for Last of Us 2, and I was just dying. I was dying laughing. I even seen like a YouTuber get into a debate with another YouTuber over it because like he tried to sound like he was hella sophisticated because he's like, yo, I'm not going to even tell y'all why The Last of Us 2 is a masterpiece. Like, I'm tired of having to tell people this and that. And we just like, yo, bro, just tell us what it is. And he's like, yeah. Yeah, but see, I'll be tired of having to tell people, it's like, and I'm just like, yo, bro, you didn't even tell us yet. Like,
yeah. It's like we still waiting here. Like, come on, man. Like, get to it. Like, come on, man. Like,
and then he's like, yo, I bet you can't name like 3 reasons why. I'm like, I can name 3 reasons off rip. Because 1, like the characters didn't live up to how they was in the previous. Like 2, fuck Abby, she was just trash. It's like 4, like, yo, they ain't. Yeah, I'm like, Yo, the gameplay wasn't really that innovative when I seen that shit too.
Yeah.
The only thing different I noticed was you could drive a boat. That was about it. Like you could drive a boat. I like some of the cutscenes they did. I'm not gonna lie. Some of the action presses you had to do, that was dope.
And and for them to necessarily like play with the copyright infringement like that, and also show Joel getting killed,
Oh yeah,
and
Joe's death. That was the other one I forgot.
yeah, and not only that, even if you had the game director for Last of Us 2,
Yo, I
like
couldn't stand the game director.
yeah, just like insulting the community, like. And even and as much as I don't like PewDiePie, hell, who does? Even he was like, man, this is some bullshit. And so what? So if you got somebody that's really ain't that much liked on YouTube, and he's telling you the game is trash, yeah, the game is trash. He gave Ghost of
Yeah.
Tsushima more props, than Last of Us 2, and I was like, all right, you won me with that, even though I still don't like you, but.
Nah, so many people try so hard to hate on Ghost of Tsushima. I was like,
Right.
yo,
I was
this
just
gonna be
like,
game of the year. Fuck what y'all be. Because they
yeah,
was like, okay, so what good does Ghost of Tsushima do? For one, it fixes just about every mistake games like Assassin's Creed does. It's like when I'm traveling and getting extra stuff, it's usually a story behind it, and it's not wasting my time. It's usually pretty decent stuff. It's like the outfits look dope. Like the fight mechanics is lit to me. Most of like a lot of people that complained about the fight mechanics don't really parry. Like they
no.
never had to parry in games. I'm like, yo, y'all gotta understand. Like this game's good, and they added even tougher modes because y'all saying how easy the game was.
So
Like
when they
yeah, like
so when they put
arsenal weapons, different techniques to use. Like
so when they
it's
put
fucking 4 fighting styles.
and so when they put the again like the other difficult modes in there, and also the other fighting styles,
In the co-op that they're gonna be adding too.
yeah, y'all gonna say that this game still this game still ain't good. I'm like, well, you tell that to the people who bought it. Like it sold almost over 100 million copies. You ain't gonna find not one pre-owned copy of Ghost of Tsushima yet.
Yo, hey, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I feel like that's not how it's gonna go. People are gonna start praising the game later. They're gonna bandwagon. I guarantee you it. They're gonna
Wow.
be like, okay, it wasn't innovative, but it was doing this and that. Like, bro, you was the first one saying like, yo, this game ain't nothing new. Blah blah blah. I played a whole bunch of games better than this. I'm like, you play games better than this that had way more mistakes than Ghost of Tsushima. I'm like, I can barely find flaws in this game.
Hell, me either. Now for some it's like, oh, I want to get to the I want to beat the mythic, what is it, the mythic tales, and I'll just unlock everything. And it's like, yeah, and it's not always as easy as you think, but because I already had a hand, what is it, like a leg up on majority of these people who then already done started, and they still may be on the first act, or even even the half second act. And it's like you still haven't even upgraded your character. You haven't upgraded your weapons. You ain't even
Yeah.
proceeded, as much as you like to think. But
But
yet you gonna try to convince me otherwise? Nah, like give me a
yeah,
break.
because like they're gonna be like, yo, because all these upgrades, I seen what all them supposed to do. I'll be too strong. I'll be too this and that. I'm like, yeah, bro, you have fun saying that when a whole bunch of people start running down on you in them camps. Like,
Right.
it gets serious. Like, bro, I had like, it's like I'd go from camps that were probably gonna be easy to them being hard as hell because it's just nothing but enemies. I remember one time I rode up on a camp. It was 2 stories. So you got the mini. So you got the first floor. Well, it's not like an actual building, but yeah.
Yeah.
But imagine you got the first floor where all the horses and stables is at. They already got 10 motherfuckers there. Then you got the main shit that got like 20 motherfuckers and a whole bunch of scrolls that you might want. a whole bunch of this other equipment, and the arches. That's mainly where all the arches is. So already, if you try and do a standoff, you already gonna still be swamped with over like 20 to 30 people.
Yeah.
And you tell me you're gonna just easily beat all that. If you're playing it on the hardest difficulty, you're gonna be easily overpowered. I'm not trying to hear that. Oh yeah, and then you got to do the mini boss battle after that, where you got to fight the dude in the armor.
Yep. So I'm like, I say to them, I'm like, good luck.
Yeah, then don't get me started on the strongholds.
Them strongholds, you
Yeah,
know.
don't get me started.
Man, I'm like, especially on the hardest difficulty ever.
Or because you don't want to alert too many of the you don't want to alert too many of the soldiers because they may kill hostages.
Yep.
Or they may just gang up on you because it's dependent on what part of that stronghold you're in. If you're in like the most deserted part, or if you're in like the most like bullied part.
Yep. And that's the thing that people just don't really factor in or even read between the lines on is that it's like y'all are not really all that. Again, it's like you saying that oh well, not you, Foss, but other people that say that I beat the game, it was just too easy for me. Give me a challenge, and it's like
yeah, I'm playing that game on normal, bro. That shit too challenging for me. I'm like, it's challenging enough. I'm like, yo, I can't wait till I beat this game. And then I'm like, damn. It's like I kind of been telling people I might low key play it in Kurosawa mode, black and white.
Yeah.
I might play it in that. So then difficulty, I'm gonna have to up the difficulty. Oh my god, it's gonna be painful playing.
I play,
Then the co-op coming out, so they're gonna make the co-op extremely tough.
Oh yeah. I'm like the only game that I play on normal mode is probably UFC 3.
Oh yeah, that's another thing, yo, bro. You notice how like this year is probably like the worst year for sports games.
You know what? Like I've
all
noticed
the sports
that.
games did trash this year except for Captain Tabosa, but that's because it's a new series and it's anime. So it's like so it got that feel to it. So it's not like you can't really 100% consider it a sports game.
Yeah.
It's a cartoon sports game, if anything. But yeah. But it's like, yeah, I heard WWE flopped. NBA 2K 21 I heard flopped. And I'm not talking about sales wise. I'm just talking about like being better than its predecessor.
Yeah.
Where I heard Madden double flopped.
I stopped playing Madden. What was it? Around 2K14 or 15, I believe. Because I would like do the tutorial mode, and then they would have me do a certain play, and it's like they did a half-ass job trying to explain what the play was and for how the player can pull it off. And I tried my best to do what I had to do, and it was still saying, oh, you failed. And this was on PS3. And I'm like, nah, like I ain't no way in here. It's like, just imagine for all the consoles that's gonna be coming up in the future, and yet you still expect people to pull this off with no mistakes.
Like, I haven't heard none about the race car games either. Matter of fact, even Tony Hawk. No, I'm just kidding, y'all. I heard Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 did his thing. It's just that it's not underground. So for me, it flopped. We need that underground. Yeah, but from what I heard, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 did his thing. I wasn't surprised on that.
But can you imagine, like, again, like, because if they started like re-releasing some of like retro games that everybody was so used to playing, and they applied it to today's current systems, and imagine the difficult mode, that like just the challenges that you have to go through in order to be the best without you getting ragdolled, and
bro,
they flop.
Bro, I was just playing on Sleeping Dogs Definitive mode. You wasn't there for this one part. I had to fight using a cleaver, right? Because I guess I don't know if it's for the definitive mode or if it's because of a certain DLC in the game. Because like you got like event missions now, and I'm like, wait, what are event missions? This is new. Yo, I had to use a meat cleaver against 30 other people with meat cleavers and knives. Let me tell you, I was getting my ass kicked. I was so pissed because I'm like, yo, this game's easy. I usually be trashing them. What's going on? It's like, does not compute. Does not compute.
Like, man, that's like they. It's like, man, it's like they just made the player, like, get fall for the okie doke, and all of a sudden just start rage quitting when they put certain challenges like that. Okay, you got to defeat this amount of people in order to upgrade your skill level. And it's like, and
Or
even if we do try to follow what y'all want us to do, y'all still gonna make it tough.
yeah, and then I play like certain parts in the story that like because I'm older now.
Yeah,
It's like I didn't realize how not like how bad certain characters was, and I don't mean it in a bad way, but it's just like their logic, their way of thinking. Like the dude that's in charge of basically Wei Shin, not the white dude, but the other Asian dude that
yeah.
that always talks about like, yeah, we need to pull you out. It's like you're in too deep. And at one point, Wei's like, yo, don't you get it? You kind of can't, bro. I am them. It's like, bro, even if I wanted to leave, I can't. I am them. Like, them people that you are after, that is me now. Even though I'm undercover, that is me. If you think they're going to easily let me out of this, it's like living in Hong Kong or even probably going to America. Like, no, they're going to be on my heads forever.
Yeah.
And
you know
here
what?
you are talking about, oh, we need to pull you out. Oh, you doing your job wrong and all that. No, I went above and beyond.
And you know what? And even on that part, that kind of reminded me, again, like going back to a scene that I saw in the Ghost of Tsushima that Jin was having with his uncle. That you learning all these new skills, and
Oh yeah, you're talking
I
about
tr-
like right after you saved the uncle, right? Because I
yeah,
seen that part. Yeah, because
so
yeah, he's like, yo, you need to come home. I'm like, last time I checked, coming home got me kicked off of a bridge, got me shot with hella arrows.
and almost died
Twice.
trying to save you,
Mhm.
and you still want me to go ahead and still come home and learn and still be samurai. And it's like, no,
Or
the
my best
enemies don't.
homie betrayed me. Like, let's not forget about that. My best homie and his whole gang betrayed me.
Yeah. So it's like, well, what choice do I have? And that's why, again, originally the samurai abandoned the shogunate.
I never heard of that before.
Well, if you look up, like if you go like read like some of the history on the samurai, and they always talk about shogun or shogunettes, and when they talk about why the samurai just like lost, why the samurai just kind of like, I don't
Yeah,
want to say,
did they ever go like into like a specific story or something that gave like a good example for it? Because like that's what I'm saying. It's like I was like, yo, what would make samurais like abandon their shogunate? Unless the shogunate was really, really, really fucking up his job.
a mix of both. And one end, I caught, well, the samurai just lost faith in the shogun because the shogun lost faith in them. They didn't want to. They didn't want to adapt. They didn't want to evolve. They were just like content, stuck in their ways when it came to certain things.
Uh,
And with that just kind of like propelled the samurai, and just the. It's like, well, it's like, I'm sorry. It's like, well, how are you gonna lead a team or lead an army, and yet our enemies are getting better with better technology,
what
more
sucks when you
so.
think about it, because it's like as much as being honorable is a thing, it just sucks because it gets because in order to win, sometimes you got to be dishonorable, and that
Yeah,
sucks. Because like imagine a world where like every fight you had to do had to be honorable in some
right.
type of way. You always had to use your hands. Like, yeah, you might be able to use a weapon or two once in a while, or you can cheat by like hitting them with low blows or something. But it's still technically a fair fight. Anybody can still win.
Yeah,
Imagine how scared the regular people who had power would be like you have cops that like do police brutality to people. Imagine him just like just meeting the wrong person, be like, nah, I don't want no beef with you, officer. But I got my homie though, my homie Brock, right? He'll fight you.
Yeah.
Like, okay, bring him on. And then you just see this big ass buff dude, and he's like, oh, like no, we need that same energy.
And that's
It's like
basically
Brock will defend my honor. You can fight him.
and that's how they try to, and that's how they try to flip it, that the samurai lost their honor, and it's like, no, it's the shogunate that pulled the antics that they did, which made them lose their honor.
Yeah, because when you think about what are samurais known for, they known for dying for their shit. So you gonna tell me like a samurai's gonna just up and abandon their ways? It's like even the most evil of samurais, even in Ghost of Tsushima, like the nigga Ruzu when he betrayed Jin, he could have just stabbed Jin in the back. No, he decided to fight him one-on-one. Fair at that. So it's like you can't say any samurai. So you can't really diss the samurai and say they're unhonorable.
Yeah.
It's like when somebody initiates that one-on-one, I say everybody comes to call. But if ain't nobody initiated that one-on-one, it's Ghost of Tsushima time.
Yeah, and that was when he told his uncle honor died on the beach. When he almost got killed trying to save you. So.
Nah, I don't believe Honor died on the beach. Me personally, Honor died on that bridge. That's when I was like, yeah, I'm like, you know what? No, Honor died on that bridge.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know exactly what Jen's talking about. He's talking about when that one samurai that first goes to talk to him.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yo, when he did that to him, I was just like, no. Because as soon as I see him pour this stuff on him, I'm like, yo, don't tell me he's going to. He grabbed the flame. I'm just like, oh shit, fatality.
But hell, like for me, it's like whenever I see, like with Jin like take people's heads off, like he will literally like just saw it off. Oh, I'm like hell, I get more, it's like how back there people when they watch gangster movies and they got their pistol in their hand. I'm like, hell, I'm more hyped whenever I see, like Jin just chop dudes' heads off.
It's only one type of person who I can never respect with the gun, and that's the cowboy. Because cowboys do tricks with the motherfucker. Like it's not just a regular, and they do face offs too. It's not just a regular battle with the cowboys. Like these guys go into like the most legit of shit. Like when it's gang versus gang, like these guys is doing everything. They're making bullets ricochet just to get their enemies.
Kind of like somewhere like on Red Dead Redemption, or no?
I never played the game, but yeah, I can still say for a fact that Red Redemption dude still was that dude. But again, it's like he had to prove himself. It's like you can't, like anybody can have a gun, but it's like anybody who can survive gun battles, that's a different type of breed in itself.
Yep.
It's like shoot, you can even say that about assassins. Assassins, they gotta go through every means just to like take somebody out sometimes.
Yeah, without being seen, without, letting people know you did it, or even if you did do it, they try their best to try to prove it to, oh, you did, or it's like it's just too. At times I just be thinking like, man, this is just too much. Like no matter how much I try not to get compromised or not be seen, you always gonna have some jerk off in the corner or on the top deck somewhere just looking at you. And
Don't get me started.
Yeah,
that's why I don't play Hitman games like that. Like I like the Hitman game concept. I fucks with it. So before y'all say like, oh, folks don't like Hitman, no, it's not that I don't like Hitman. It's like, yo, that's one of them games that's legitly tough. It's like you gotta be sneaky. Sneaky's
Yeah.
just not me.
But hey, they coming out with a 3 though.
Yeah, I believe that. Well, Hitman used to be a whole bunch of games, but it's like those are like the remakes, right?
I know what was it? Contracts was a remake of Codename 47 that they did for the for PC. And to me, I think Codename 47 ought to be re-released for the current gen.
I don't see why
But
not.
but Contracts and Silent Assassin, Blood Money, and Absolution,
Yeah,
those had to be the most like easiest Hitman games I've ever played. You know, they don't make it
dude,
too
they're
complicated.
easy for you, bro. I it's like I raised quit and returned some of them games, guy. Like the last one was the one I had for GameCube. I was like, yo, this is the last time I'm playing a Hitman game ever again. I was like, yo, I'm like, get this tough ass game out of here. Like this game being too tough. It's like I'm not about to spend like 100 hours playing this. I'm like, I got Super Smash Bros. Melee with the cousins like at 5. Like, nah, it's too much for me.
I'm like,
Where
they was
it's like
doing
Dragon.
that to you.
Oh yeah, like if it's one game I gotta say like that, I probably rage quit and never played again so quickly as a Hitman game.
Oh, come on.
And you
Oh,
talk
come
to a dude
on.
that plays Grand Theft Auto and all that. I'm like, yo, a Hitman game is something different. It's
Yeah.
different. It's like I done beaten Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Like me and the cousin beat Vice City. I think me and the cousin also beat the fourth one too. It's because he had the game, so it's like we was kind of sharing,
Yeah.
but it still counts. Yeah,
Oh, what's up, Key?
keep getting.
Yeah, they just conversating about the Fortnite pack.
Where it's crazy
Yeah.
because from what Elm said, Black Panther didn't come out yet for Fortnite, and that's crazy because I'm like, yo, they've been advertising Black Panther on Fortnite for like ever.
But they came out with a Blade skin.
Does it look anything like Wesley Snipes?
Well, they didn't make him as dark as as he is, but he do look like Wesley Snipes though. They just did darken him up.
Or
Yeah.
yeah, they was like, oh yeah, like yo, what you think about this concept design? This is the new Blade. It's a little dark. Can you lighten it up?
I'm like, well,
Yeah, that
I'm
dude
like,
was probably swearing when he said that shit too. He's like,
yeah.
it's a little bit dark. The players won't be able to see his face. Like, you're like, what? Oh, you saying it because he's black? Like, no. We're being serious. Don't you like? His skin's the same color as the sunglasses. The sunglasses, no, those was his eyes.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, oh dear God. No, I'm just joking. But
I was like, she was like, hey, they say what they want about Wesley Snipes, but guarantee on the bad day, like y'all want to see him in no fist fight though. Because he'll fuck y'all up. Real talk.
where be like like yo, it was like deep within the mountains of vampirism, there exists one man. Although most vampires are pale, he's dark as night. But nah, yo, it's sad because it's like, yo, think about what happened if black folks actually did become vampires. They'd be looking like Dave Chappelle, Prince. Like yo, it's like you still see the pale skin on us, but this be it look like powder, guy.
Then all of a sudden they would have to, get like they would have to deal with all these different breeds of vampires, and thinking that it's just one. It's like no,
Where you have the Spanish vampire, you have the Asian vampire.
right.
Where
Like they got all the strengths, but nothing their weaknesses. But
where's
yeah,
why?
but what about the specific ones that necessarily, they don't necessarily drink blood, but they thirst is stronger than the rest of them.
Or where they be on the phone all the time, just like you like yo Vampirella, yo, like you need to come over to the crib, right? Like they be sipping, they be sipping.
And then all of a sudden you have the old man Whistler telling the story about why is Blade like that? Well, I found him when he was 13. He was living on the
Where
streets, feeding off the homeless.
where you need to see that's like you need to see the vampire Shiv. Like who's Shiv? All I know is that he's one crazy essay of a vampire. Where like I want to suck your blood.
Right.
Or be like you gotta watch out for Kadachi. Like he he just like he the realest vampire of all of them.
Then all of a
Like
sudden,
I heard he's trained in the temples of Shaolin before he became a vampire. Like don't play with Kadachi.
only thing that's gonna stop Kadachi is a thing of garlic and garlic, silver, and a mix of serum. That's that blue stuff that blue stuff once it ejected in you explode and then be like some motherfuckers are
Or
always trying to ice skate uphill.
facts.
And it's like, what that mean? That mean you want to learn everything the hard way.
Or there'd be like it'd be like this other vampire be like, yo, but like shoot, the white folks got Dracula, like no, the Italians got Dracula. Like, wait, what? Yeah, didn't you know? Dracula's Italian. Just like, or be like Dracula's British. He not white. Like, wait, what they say he came from Transylvania? Like, nah, that's motherfucking that's like Australia. That's not America.
Right. But
Like Dracula ain't white.
but no, but what's the dude that's on Tekken? I think he's a vampire too, Sergey.
Oh yeah.
You gotta be fighting him too.
Oh nah. The moment I see her, because like I done already beat like maybe 5 vampires, I'll be like, man, this shit was easy as hell, man. Like I don't know what you was worried about, bro. Then he just pop in. I'm like, oh.
I'm like, I gotta fight. I'm like, I gotta fight you.
Like, yep. I'm like, no. I'll be like, no, I'm out.
It's like this. It's like this. I'm like, you Sergey though. You off of Tekken. Like you beat almost the toughest people that's in the Tekken game. I don't want to fight you.
Where he's like, yo, got a choice.
Yeah. Either either I'm gonna bite you, or I'm gonna break a leg.
I'll be like, yo, here my leg, bro. Just break it already. Like shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why you're here. Like this is not that serious.
Yeah.
It's like then one of your lieutenants or something. Like, bro, like I ain't even trying to destroy your whole organization. Like I heard 5 of these guys just like catcalling my girl and shit. Like I was just defending her honor. Like
then he be talking all Russian to you, like. Yeah, I'm just gonna be making up some shit. Don't see him out there saying Belma, Tavaish.
Nah, I hear almost any other language other than Spanish or English or Mandarin. I'll just be like, yo, okay, so he not one to play with. He ain't one of them.
Yeah, right.
I knew a couple Russian homies.
I think he got cut off. But yeah, though, but that's the again like really for me though, but like but like hey, for Elm to answer your question, you already know I'm definitely gonna wait until PS5 come out, till it comes out and people already played it, so that way I can judge from the reviews.
Right. And I hear you. I feel you. I guess Foss dropped off. I'll drop the link again if he wants to come on
Yeah.
again. That was weird. But
Hey,
me,
but
I don't know. I'm very indecisive because, like I said, the Fortnite won't update after November 30th. It'll be on the PS5, which I guess be forced to get it. I guess I'm not sure, but I'll make my decision maybe around next month. Hopefully, we could pre-order it. Here he is. Hey,
Yeah, I ain't realize my phone kicked me off.
that's okay.
Yeah, but nah, I just but yeah, that nigga Russian. I never like, I never wanted to fight him. But yeah, I always made sure it was a reason for me never to fight him. He was always cool with me.
Yeah.
But it was like I always told him that shit too, because he'd be like, "Yo, like I don't know why everybody talks shit, but then as soon as like they try me, like they get scared. It's because it's like, yo, bro, because we done seen you fight before."
Yeah.
And they'd be like, "But you're not scared." I'm like, "No, it's a difference. I'm not stupid."
Right.
It's like difference between being scared and stupid. You like, oh yeah. I'm like, yo, I will fight you, but it's like if I can prevent it, then I'm gonna prevent it. It's like I tell everybody that. It's like I'm like, none of y'all put fear in my heart. It's just I'd rather not fight and lose. Because what happens when you lose? Like you might end up in the hospital, might have a whole bunch of bills to pay because you're not gonna snitch. Like
and you gonna have a whole lot of court cases and fines.
yeah, that's if somebody snitches for you.
Yeah.
You might lose a girl or two.
Right.
But I'm like,
and that's the most embarrassing thing anybody would ever have to come across if they lose their girl in the process.
nah, I get knocked out and lose my girl. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Like the fact that I stood up and I still fought, and it wasn't my fault to begin with. That should just give me props in itself. Because most people be like, "Yo, yeah, you got your ass kicked." I'm like, bruh, that same dude you would have ran from. Like, I ain't trying to hear that. And then if you want to fight me, I'll fight you too, bro. Like, it's like, if you're like, yeah, get your ass whooped, but yeah, but I won't back down, and I'll fight you again. Like, shoot, if need be. It's like that's like one thing like they teach you. It's like, yo, if you lose, fight again till you win.
Yeah.
And then usually that person gets scared of you, or he just don't want to fight you no more. And then you get their respect after that, because it's like, yo, I don't want to fight this dude. I don't know why he keep fighting me, he keep losing, but it's like whatever. At this point, like I'm good. I don't want to fight him anymore.
It's like, hey,
Wait, what'd you say, bro? Wait, what'd you say, bro?
Oh, I was gonna say because it's like for some people, like if they ain't really got that like what that fighter's mentality, or if they believe that they can't be beat or nobody can beat them, and it's just like what, hell, anybody can be beat, just hey, it wasn't your night. So
Oh yeah, because I done met like Samoan people, and like a lot of people be saying like, yo, don't anger Samoans and all that. Like me and the Samoan dude get into the argument and shit, and it's like I'm trying to chill out, but it's like eventually I had to stand my ground, and he respected me for it, because I'm like, he's like, yo, most people get scared trying to mess with the Samoan dude. And I'm like, yeah, bro, like, but it's like you're disrespecting me. If I don't stand up for myself, I'm a bitch in your eyes, right? And he's like, yeah. Like, you know what, you're a cool dude, Foss. I'm like, you're a cool dude too. It's like, yo, it's like you get.
It's like, hey, people may be crazy, they may be scared, but they ain't stupid.
Oh yeah.
Now depending now again, it's like again, it's like now whatever move you make, it's all on you after that. So I mean, again, it's like hell.
Oh
Not that
yeah,
I
bro.
ain't
It's like I
saying
just started thinking about the stuff that would make me lose. Like, cause when I start thinking about money and all that, I'm just like, what's like the easiest way to lose a whole bunch of money? That's getting into a fight.
right. Shoot, hell. Well, you do have gambling, and you do
Yeah,
have
that's all.
bet placing. It's like you could place a bet for like let's say 2,000, and it can be on something that oh, if I bet on this, well, I know I'm gonna get some easy money back. But then you don't get the result that you wanted. That's just like a whole 2,000 you done lost.
Oh yeah.
So I done had people, like people that I knew, like what was it when LeBron James was with the Miami Heat at one time and they lost to the Spurs?
Oh yeah.
They
Nah,
was
that
mad as a motherfucker, yo. Like they was just they was throwing chairs. They was just like they
true.
really wanted to just jump off the highest bridge they could find. I'm like, nah, man. Like, yeah. I'm like, look, I'm disappointed too, but I'm not gonna let. Now I'm like, yeah, you lost your money,
Nah, some
but
people lose their lives over that
yeah,
shit.
oh yeah,
It's like Job Corps, like going to trade school. Like going to trade school was worse because people like a lot of people don't know what Job Corps is. Job Corps is trade school, but it's gangster trade school. So it's like I done heard stories and I done met people from campuses where people have died, like literally murdered. Like where it's like campuses I've been to, like people didn't got jumped, people stash weapons ready, like people sell drugs and all that. It's literally the trap. It's the trap, but you getting a degree. it's
yeah. But also this though, it's
like
not like
people
you
bet
gotta
money
pay.
there, you get jumped or worse.
Yeah, but thing is though, you don't have to pay back. You're not deep, college or student debt. So especially when you go to
No,
a trade school.
but you can go to jail
Yeah.
for doing certain stuff. It's like most schools, like if they catch you with drugs, they kick you out. Like if they catch you with drugs and Job Corps, you go to jail for that. It's like you fight somebody, you can go to jail for that.
What?
Yeah, you'll go to jail for a lot of stuff quicker quicker going to Job Corps. I remember cause remember that one story I told you about how I almost got kicked out. Dude was on cocaine.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I do remember that now.
Never once in that sentence did I mention that he went to jail.
Hmm.
But he did. It probably wasn't long, but he did. It's like shoot. I remember one of my dorm mates, nigga owed me hella money. Well, actually, no, he ain't owe me money. He owed me two of my games because he sold my games. But then he went to jail. Lucky motherfucker.
Yeah. It's like because you was like, yeah, you was gonna get your money in your games back one way or the other. So
Hell yeah. And like I said, you got people that threaten to blow up schools. I'm like, yo, you threatening to blow up schools it's a national
that's
act of terrorism technically.
right.
It's like they could label you a terrorist. It's like shoot, one of the people who I was stuck in like my dorms with ends up being like a sex offender. Like and
And he,
that shit was nuts. Because I'm like, yeah, like, cause I remember one time we had a conversation similar to this, and I was telling them about my nieces and everything. Cause I'm like, I love my nieces to death. It's like I would kill somebody. Oh, let me chill. But yeah, I will box somebody over my nieces. Yeah, let me rephrase that. I will box somebody over my nieces. Or it almost did a TR5, God.
what happened? What you say? What about TR?
Nah, nah, because I remember one time on TR5, like literally almost like TR5 said like the whole word, but I caught on quick to him saying it, so I kept talking over it. So but you can hear him say the full sentence. Because my dude was like, yo, I would off him. Like, it's like, I want to off him so bad. It was like, whoa, bro, don't say that. Don't say that. It's like, YouTube will get you for that. But but then, like, later on, I find out, like, yeah, he ended up getting arrested because, like, he was stalking, like, a bunch of 12-year-olds. I'm like, yo, bro, you 21.
Right. Why are you talking
And
about
we just had this, I'm like, yeah, and we just had this conversation, like, a year prior. It's like, yo, you supposed to just go on, live life being happy. I mean, even though, like, for whatever reason, he had, like, an older problem.
Right.
That dude thinking. But, yeah, like, I was just like, it's like, you're supposed to just enjoy life, not go, like, near a school and start stalking 12-year-olds. Like, what the
Like, what the fuck, man? And
like,
it's
bro,
like,
you just hear the sentence. Like, I just can't even, like, complete the sentence. Like, what the fuck? Like, this dude was like, he was cute before cuties, girl. Like, what the fuck?
And yet, here you are messing around with, getting some like 12-year-olds and you 21. Like, come on now. Like,
oh yeah, one of my dorm mates was a murderer. I ain't gonna say who. I ain't gonna say his name or nothing like that. But I'm just saying it. Apparently, he shot somebody in their shit. Like, I don't need to say anything else, and I don't care anybody that presses me on it because I don't know the full details of the story. I just know he did the shit, and he probably in jail now off of that.
Oh my bad, I was playing UFC 3 and I dropped what's his name with a left body shot because
Nice.
he tried to high kick me, like give me one of them like them high right roundhouse kicks in the head, and I ducked and I hit him with a left shot to the body, and that was supposed to be a setup shot.
Nice.
But his leg was up for too long in the air, but luckily I got him before he got me. So,
I had another homie, yo, bro. He ended up getting kicked up. He got kicked out and locked up because he's trying to sell food stamps at the Walmart. And I was like, yeah, he tried to sell food stamps at the Walmart. He got kicked out for that. Yeah. And I was like, yo, that's a shame, yo. Just got this good looking girlfriend too. It was like bro, like yeah, just got this good looking girlfriend too.
Well, and what did she think about that?
Nah, she held him down.
Oh, okay.
Like respect, like she gives my respects. I was like, she held him down, and then eventually she got kicked out, or she graduated once. So yeah. I don't keep tracks of all these people.
Hey, well, again, it's like you knew the people and you kind of, I don't want to say you saw it, like almost all of it up close and personal. So I'm like, hey,
it's funny because, like, yo, you ever heard the term somebody saying, like, yo, we can meet and you get fucked up in the stairwell?
Sort of.
Yeah, but, like, not too many people know what that mean. I do. Because it's like, nah, I ain't get knocked out in the stairwell, like, nothing like that. But it's like, yo, I never knew what that term meant until I seen, like, fight, like, a whole bunch of, like, I seen two groups of people just, like, literally fighting, like, on the stairwell. I was like, oh, so this is what they mean. And I'm like, yo, I'm so lucky I almost got kicked out. I almost got kicked out because, bro, if I would have went to that hallway, I would have got kicked out. Like, everybody that went in there and fought, just about everybody got kicked out. Because what happened was, like, my homie, if I remember bro name, I think Keyshawn, something like that, got into a fight with this bigger dude. But, like, I seen a little bit how the fight went. Yo, Keyshawn was skinny as hell, but oh my god, he was winning. Like I see the matchup, I was like, yo, this everything should be against him, but he is not playing. He is fighting for the win. Because it's one thing when somebody's fighting for their life and when somebody's fighting for the win. When somebody's fighting for the win, that means they done fought too many times. So, like, the main objective is just to knock you out. Like, when you fight for your life, your main objective is for the person to usually be a bloody mess, just so you can be safe.
And plus it's a bigger dude that he battling too. So it's like, yo, you definitely got to deliver, twice as much pain before they deliver that pain, up onto you though. Especially when you at a disadvantage when it comes to size. So.
Oh yeah, it's funny because I should have got kicked out because it was like this one time where like the whole dorm, like I'm saving this for a heavy story time, but I'm gonna tell it though. It's like we had like dorm beefs. So you had it was ME versus Martin Luther King. So ME versus like ME is Medgar Evers, but yeah, so MLK versus ME. So first they come into our dorms trying to get shit popping. At the time, like I'm chilling in the dorm room, I'm indisposed, so I'm like I couldn't do nothing. So I'm finished whatever I'm doing and shit. One of the homies is like, yo, it's like, yo, and I said MLK just came here trying to disrespect and all that. Like they trying like doing that. Where was you? Like it was just me. They was trying to like just punk me out. And I'm just like, yo, bro, all you gotta do is just call squad and I got you I got you next time. He's like, all right, we'll see. So chilling, about to start playing the Xbox 360, and I hear squad. So instantly, everybody probably be like, "Yo, Foss, you probably was nervous." I'm like, "No, got a job to do." Because I'm like, I already didn't set myself up for that. So I'm like, all right, fuck you. Whatever happens, happens at this point. I set myself up for this. Because I'm that type of person. It's like, yo, I'm like, yo, whatever happens, happens. If I put myself in that situation, I gotta hold it down at that point.
Yeah.
So it's like, but like, just people. We all not. It's not like serious fighting. It's just like little play fighting. It's roughhousing. So like, I could tell just because of like one people tried to grab me. They just doing these weak body shots. I'm like, oh, okay, he's just playing.
Yeah, this is like what, like
yeah,
what
just
the
playing.
fuck, like yeah, okay. So it was like,
okay.
so they weren't really being serious with it. So it was.
So I'm just like, all right, whatever. Him fighting him. Like I start seeing because everybody's in their little one-on-ones because the main objective at this point is just to get everybody out, get the enemy dorm. I said, yeah, get the enemy dorm out of your dorm. Yeah. At this point. So at one point, like I'm at the main door. And like at first it seemed easy because I'm what's stopping like the rest of the other people from coming in because everybody else is getting out. So I'm like, cool. So at first it's one big dude. I'm like, it's whatever. Like Fossless waits. Foss does whatever. Like so at first it's supposed to be the one dude. Out of nowhere it's 3 total now. And I'm on the losing end. I'm literally about to lose. Like it's about to be over. Like I'm about to be pushed and trampled over. So I look at the door and I happen to see it. I'm like, oh wait a minute. That's that's a still door. That's a door. Like I'm right against the door. So me plus them equals push through door. Because door adds extra damage somehow. Like, right? Like, I'm doing the math in my head. I'm like, okay, I shake my head. I'm like, okay, I understand it. I push 3 of the motherfuckers through the door. All 3 of them laid out, guy. I can't even make this up. They gave me the nickname Big B after that. Because like we was going by like first, like because when I went to Jacor, I went by my first name. Because for me that don't know, Foss is not my actual first name. But yeah, anyway, that's what they was calling me Big B after that. I was like, yo, I was like, so this is how it feels when you made it.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, I done earned stripes. Now I know how Wei Shin feel.
Yeah. It's like, hey, it's like ain't no turning back now. Again, if you saying that, again, oh, I'm just like them, so I might as well.
Yeah, but I wasn't undercover though.
Yeah,
I wasn't
right.
I wasn't snitching or nothing. Oh yeah, that reminds me of the Jow Core theme song. Oh my god. Y'all had everybody singing that shit. It got to
But
the point where they was like they was in like the staff got pissed off because I was making fun of the Akon song Locked Up.
yeah.
Like, I'm at job, of course, they won't let me out. And then I did the Styles P verse of it because it was like, at job course, they won't let me out. And I had a long day, peer court. The shit stressed me out. Can't get me a Vegas run. They can't get me out. He's like, now I'm headed to the clear. Yeah, now I'm headed to the clear field. Shit wasn't luxurious. I don't want to live here. I was like, the phone is now. It's like the phone is broke. The food is garbage. The clothes is orange. But nah. It was like I was like, what was it? The phone is. Damn it! I forgot how it went. It's like the something. The clothes is. It was like something. The clothes is gray. Blah blah orange. The phone is broken. The food is garbage. Other job core niggas with the circumstance. It's like got turned for a murder attempt. I was just going off.
Like, yeah, I'm surprised you didn't necessarily shoot a video to that.
Man, I forgot. I really forgot how that verse went. Of course, they won't let me out, and I had a long day. Pierce court shit stressed me out.
But no, though. But on Sleeping Dogs, like, didn't one of the cops turn out to be dirty anyway?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna go too into it because I'm playing the game now,
Yeah.
and I'm still kind of like I don't remember everything. But yeah, one of the cops is dirty. I happen to remember that particular part because he's going to kill Jackie Ma. Yeah, he's gonna kill Jackie Ma. And that's the sad part because I always remember the cop being dirty because of what he did to Jackie Mogg. My nigga Wei Shin like, yo, where Jackie at? Yo, Jack, like, oh shit.
He didn't kill Jackie Ma.
Yeah, but what had me pissed off was that Jackie snitched. I was like, well, I'm like, yo, what you mean you snitched? It's like Jackie knew Wei was a cop and he still snitched. I was like, yo, really, Jackie? I got you this high up in the Sun On Yi just for you to snitch on me, bro?
Yeah.
I bet you if Winston probably wouldn't have snitched on me. He would have been pissed off as hell, but he wouldn't have snitched on me. I'm pretty sure he would have been trying to work something out. Because
Yeah.
like cops basically didn't want Winston. He only wanted the higher up. So it's like all we would have had to do was just give him one corrupt dude. Would have called it a day. Would have called it a day.
And that's the thing too, though. It's like it's always those, again, the one that's, again, the one that's just too mouthy, or the one that's just too loose lips.
Yeah.
Or Mr. Loose Lips is the one that's probably gonna end up, ratting you out eventually. It just happens to be that one, especially when you give them all the connections and they don't appreciate it.
Or that's why when I went to Clearfield, I played shit like a whole lot differently than I did at the other Job Corps. Cause like I started in the New York one, and then I went to the Utah one. The New York one, I had to be careful. I had to be way more careful because it was more enclosed spaces, and you just really didn't know what people could do. It was just hella unpredictable.
Right.
Versus Clearfield, like I'm going into like a more like predominantly safe area. So it's like a lot of people, they gonna talk they tough shit, but they're not gonna be about it. Versus where it's like New York, I would have been having to fight for my life. Plus, I was a Jersey native going into a New York school. Like, yeah, gotta be extra careful.
Yeah. So plus like that, because even though like you a bridge over or vice versa, just a bridge, just get like just a cross over the bridge away, and there's still rivalry going on between New York and New
Oh yeah,
Jersey. Huh.
because now a lot of Jersey folks would always get the beef with the New York folks over some shit. Just be like, yeah, y'all Jersey motherfuckers, like yo, be like y'all. They be like, yo, you all scared? Like, where you from? No, like somebody be like, yeah, like yeah, I don't want no beef. He's like, yeah, that's what I thought. They be like, Pauls, where you from? Like, I'm from Jersey, man. Like, what? And they be like, yeah, Jersey trash. And like, what about you? Where you from? I'm like, be like, I'm in. They be like, yo, how can you still claim Jersey, Pauls? Because I'm like, yo, if I don't, then I'm fake. Like, I'm gonna always tell people where I'm from.
And that's the thing. Hell, even Run DMC, Rev Run is from New Jersey. So
Shoot, we got Lauryn Hill, Whitney Houston, Joe Budden.
right,
It's a lot of people we got from Jersey. It's
and
just
yeah,
Jersey gets a lot of fake people. Like, I'm not gonna lie, we get a lot of fake people trying to represent us or doing like the most fakest of shit. So then everybody wants to be like, yo, Jersey's fake and all this other shit. And I'm like, nah, y'all just haven't met the right Jersey folk. A lot of us keep it real.
yeah. It's like, hey,
Or
we
if
just don't
anything, a
do
lot of us keep it real, but we're still slimy or grimy.
But then again, though, but it's just that issue at the WalMarts, though. And now I don't know how true this is, though. Now, now at a certain part, I don't know which Walmart in New Jersey it is, but there will be like workers that'll be announcing on the PA systems, telling all the black people to get out. And I
Wait,
think
where was this? This was
I
Jersey?
think this was somewhere in Jersey.
That's probably the rich
And
part of Jersey.
right.
Has anybody ever explained Jersey to you?
My dad a little bit. He went there, just for an assignment that he had to do because he was in the military.
Yeah,
And
because Jersey is it's like crazy because where I'm from Central Jersey. A lot of us are the chill folk, but it's like Jersey has its hoods and all that are real hoods. Like for instance, like where I'm at, I'm around Asbury. Asbury has like the nice, lovely boardwalk, but then you got to cross the tracks where it's the gangs and all that, and where people are dying like almost every few weeks during the summertime, especially.
yeah.
Like I just heard about like some 4-year-old getting shot like a few weeks back. Like it gets pretty bad here. And then you got richer places where I try to stay away from because that's where the cops try to beat you. It's like this one place called Dill. Like I don't know for whatever reason, one of like my brothers tried to steal a statue over there. I was just like, wait, he made it back here? And my mom like, yeah, like he was in. They locked him up and all that, but he made it back here. I'm like, yo, he was blessed.
Yeah.
Cause Lord knows, like, oh my goodness. But yeah, now where I grew up though, you could kind of consider it kind of like it was a predominantly Caucasian town, so it was pretty safe there. But like my cousins and all them, they grew up in the hoods, so
Yeah.
they been like yeah, so they've been through some shit. It's just they never got me like involved with the shits. But it's like yeah, that's why it's like I always tell people it's like I know the peoples. It's just like I just don't get involved in that, and my peoples don't get me involved in it. It's just simple as that. It's not me bragging. It's not me fronting. It's just what it is. It's like I probably have to go through the proper channels and use the proper amount of money, just like anybody else would. Like anybody else had to do the same.
Right.
It's like I have not earned my stripes, and even if I did, it's like cause like my homies is kind of dealing with that now. It's like yo, people are trying to gun down their peoples, and I was just talking to bro because I'm like yo, but the type of gang you're in is cool with the so and so's and the so and so's. So you shouldn't be dealing with that. But it's like they're targeting exactly y'all. They're not targeting like the other people because they're affiliated to this. They targeting y'all. And then he's like, "Yeah, I had to get out of that." I was, I was like, "Yeah, I bet you did." Yeah, we was laughing about it, but I was like, "Yeah, I'm just happy you did when you did, bro." Because I'm like, you gotta think about how close that was hitting.
Right.
And you gotta think if they can't find you, they'll find me.
Oh, because that associate that guilt by that association that
Yeah,
they know who you hang out with and vice versa. So
yeah. Because now if I become big with this YouTube shit or this content creation shit, and like I started actually doing more videos, like with my face being shown,
yeah,
that's usually gonna mean one thing. I done moved probably to either the richest part of Jersey or I'm out of state. That's how real shit is for me. I'm like I'm out of state or I moved into the richer part of Jersey. And I moved my mom out at that. Like I moved her out too. Like
so
I'm not trying to be nowhere near Asbury.
oh, that's what's his name? He was a professional wrestler. He was from there. Bam Bam Bigelow.
Yeah.
Asbury Park, and I'm like
Bam Bam Bigelow. I'm that one actor. What's the name?
He was in
With a V.
Major Pain. He was in with Damon Wayans.
Mm-hmm. It's funny because they'll tell you how dope Asbury is. I'm like, yo, it is a dope place. Asbury is dope as hell, but it's like go across some tracks, you try and be a jokester. It's like, yo, it's not a game.
And also another one, Diamond Dallas Page. DDP is also from New Jersey. I think he's from Jersey Shores. I could be wrong.
They ever tell you about the Jersey Mob?
Nope.
So me and the homies, we got a theory about this shit because we don't even know where these guys is at. But it's like eventually, like I came up with the theory that seems to be more profound. I still believe to this day the Jersey mob, the Italian mob in Jersey still exists. It's just these guys are business owners now. It's like even my aunt kind of said like hints to it. I'm like, okay, so they're definitely business owners. So that's why it's like you don't hear nothing about them causing crimes and all that. I'm like, they didn't took it to like the mainstream. They're not like trying to be like involved with anything that these Bloods or Crips or the Latin Kings is doing. Like it's none of that there.
So they pretty much like running nightclubs or running
yeah, that's more likely gonna be the mob. And then the funny thing is you're not gonna know. Like, and they're not gonna tell you either.
They keeping that under wraps. All right.
But yeah, that's like that's the closest I can think of for that. And they may possibly still be around the boardwalk.
Yeah.
They may also be the folks that own like any of the super, super good Italian restaurants. I'm not just saying like any regular pizzeria. They probably like the ones that got like the 5-star places. That's probably them. So yeah, so if you're in a 5-star restaurant, you probably dealing with the mob without even realizing it. But that's just a theory, a Jersey theory. Take that, Matt Pat.
but again though, he's like, hey, if they ain't saying, you just gonna have to. They just gonna keep you guessing, on your toes.
Yeah, and then that's my question. I'm like, well, what happens when stuff gets to like non-business meetings? I'm like, what do they do? Do they still put in work, or do they just really just get other people to handle that now? Because it's like it's funny because it's like you got big gang members that get caught by the police and all that, but it's rare. It's rare here. it's like I think the last time I heard about a big like blood member getting locked up, it was like 2 or 3 years back. So you already know somebody probably then already taking over that business. And then I think the year prior was a big Crip member. And that's what I'm saying. It's like it is tough to get the bigger members of gangs, and that's because more than likely they probably deal with like the mob when you think about it. And then they just let their little homies take care of whatever else. Because it's just about almost any drug you can get like around here. It's crazy because when I see my first fiend, bro, like that shit had me tripping. Because again, I grew up in a predominantly safe area, so when I actually seen like a fiend for the first time, that was something else.
Yeah.
Because like at first I remember she was like, "Yo, you seen so and so?" And then I'm like, "No." I'm like, "What's up with? Wait, she itching?" I was like, "Oh."
Oh yeah, I'm like, yeah, whatever you was on, it really started to kick in. You junkie fiending now.
Yeah, and then the crazy thing was she was kind of smooth with it, but I happened to peep it just a little bit because she did the elbow thing. Like that's the type of scratch she was doing. She did the quick elbow scratch. Because at first I'm like, wait a minute, it's not. I'm like, because I started thinking about, I'm like, wait, it's the summertime. Why she seems so cold?
It's like that's like nah, it's like nah. She's scratching because she wants some of that stuff.
Yeah, and then it's crazy. And then crazy enough, I met this guy that she was looking for. That shit was funny as hell because I was like, yeah, she was looking for so and so. I'm like, oh yeah, that's one of my nicknames. And I'm like, bro, what do you be getting into? This is like the safest part of Asbury. You're like, and you don't want to know. You're not about that. And I'm like, true. That's about it. I was like, yeah, true. But because it's like a lot of us, a lot of Jersey folks, we are like, especially in Central, we're friendly. We're just chill though.
Yeah.
So a lot of times we won't talk to you, but if you do strike up a conversation, or you're just like, "What's up?" We'll just be like, "What's up?" Like in a friendly way though.
Yeah, but y'all not necessarily as all.
We're not stuck up.
Y'all would not. Yeah, but would y'all call yourself sociable or non-sociable?
In the middle. Like especially in Central, we're like in the middle. Like if we don't know you, we're not going to engage. But it's like if we're like really close, like let's say you're just walking by, then like yeah, like of course you're gonna get the nod or you're gonna get the how's it going.
Yeah.
Especially if you're just having like a good day or whatever, because it's like yo, we're all just chilling, we're all just out here, we're just people.
So yeah, I remember like the first time I like went out like when I was living in California, like I went out to this because I think my dad was looking for his cousin who had came up missing, or they was looking. So we went out to go look for him, and he was again was just chilling. So we go there. This had to been like one of the most deepest places somewhere in South Central.
Yeah.
And it was this woman, and it was a woman in a wheelchair. And I'm just, and again, she was the most nicest person you could ever come across. I think she was.
That's the craziest thing I noticed going into the West. I'm like, yo, these folks is nicer than the folks in the East.
It's like they've been through some stuff, but they some down to earth folks. Despite they probably may fell victim to the crime infested area. And that was like, and the thing is that it was like sunset. It was like what? It was getting to the point where it was sunset and it was dark. Yeah, sunset and it was dark. Or turn nightfall. And I'm like, man, something could. And I'm thinking to myself, man, please don't let one of these Bloods or one of these Crips just, pop off. I'm here visiting a family member. And because before we took off to go home that night, we had went to this McDonald's, and it was this girl. it was this woman. I think she was mad because they got her order messed up, and this girl's voice was deeper than a dude's.
Oh, she probably like, hello, welcome to McDonald's. We would like,
Yeah, and she sounded like she was probably from one of the areas in that division. Probably, again, was connected to somebody, and it's like, oh shit, I don't want to piss this girl off. And when she left, everybody in the McDonald's just started laughing, like laughing out silently. And I'm like, yeah, and I'm thinking to
oh,
myself,
she probably was like, yeah, let me get him.
yeah. But it was like, nah, and I was like, but nah, ain't nothing popped off like that. She was just upset, she was just upset because some got, fucked up with her order. So she just ended up leaving. So
Or,
we go home, and a part of me, and then there was part of me that wondered, it's like, I wonder how the continuation went on, the following.
shoot, I don't know. I don't know. I heard some people with some of the funniest voices ever, and I just
Yeah,
be like, "Wait, is this actually your voice?"
right.
Or it's like
And
they just pop in at the wrong time for something.
right. Because I'm like, hell, if your voice is deeper like that, then I mean, I understand people got different tones and stuff like that, but
Nah, it was this one dude. Like he was like, I think he was like almost like 19 or 20. Had like the highest pitched voice I'd ever heard. So it's just like we're talking to one of the cuter staff members and all that.
yeah.
And like I'm just getting my talk on this shit. Then out of nowhere, I just heard like, "Hey, boss, have you seen that?" I was just like, "What?" And then I'm like, "Oh, right. This is." I'm like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, "Yeah." This is my one roommate. This dude used to always get on my nerves and shit, but his voice was so high pitched. So I remember one time, he let this girl borrow his computer because he was really feeling her. He was like he was tempted, and I tried to warn him too. I tried to be nice about it because he's like, "Yeah, man, I'm like this girl. She wanted to borrow. Oh no, let me do the voice. Like this girl, she wanted to borrow my laptop. So I'm like, yeah, let me just let her borrow a laptop." And I'm just like, bro, you're not gonna see that shit until like next Wednesday, right? He's like, no, like she just gonna borrow it for like a day or two, and it's gonna be back. And I'm like, yo, I don't know what's worse, the fact that you said that sentence to me, or your voice while you were saying it, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, them shit, like, where? I'm like, yo, fam, where's your nuts at? Them shits ain't dropping for shit. Like,
Right.
but it's no offense, because I didn't heard. It's like I didn't heard like I heard many different voices. It's just I don't know how his voice could be that high pitched. It's just the first. It's like you usually hear like every dude like has like some type of bass to their voice. Like you even hear TR5, he has like a tiny bass to his voice still.
Right.
Like we all got like bass in our voice in some type of way. It don't matter how high pitched your voice is, you still gonna hear the bass. But with him, it's like I just heard no bass.
So he just sounded
his voice was free bass.
so he had that pretty much the Steve Urkel pitch going. Like you hear Steve Urkel talk, and it's just like no.
Nah, Steve Urkel had bass compared to him.
Oh, that damn for.
Yeah, my dude really sounded like he was 8 years old. Yeah, I'm like, yo, I have not heard a voice that high pitched since I was like an 8-year-old. Yeah, so he get ready for like his date with the girl and shit, and I'm just like, bro, I'm not sure if she really feeling you like that, and I'm not saying it like on some disrespectful shit, just some like, yo, something seems up with this girl. She seems suspicious as hell.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm trying to look out for him, even though like me and him like kind of bump heads a lot. But I'm like, yo, I'm not going to just let him get played like that. I done learned through my experiences. Well, I never been through some shit like that, but I learned through similar experiences.
And you
I've
just don't
seen
want,
shit on TV that
but you just
I
don't
just
want,
think,
but you just don't want, get like what happened to you or what happened to other people through y'all's experience to happen to him. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's like I was like, I can see it for what it was,
yeah,
and I felt so bad for him because like my nigga, he got ready for this date, yo. I'm talking about bow tie, ready to go to the malls for the movies, and I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, actually no, not even. Yeah. It was like the movies or some shit because he was supposed to meet her at the mall at like 12 p.m. because like at the time it's like we gotta be back on campus at a certain time. But it's like I'm already just like, well, she said she gonna meet you there. It's like, but we all go to the same school. Y'all could have just went on the bus.
right.
And he's like, nah, she had to do something or whatever. So that's why. And it's like I'm going extra early. I'm going at 9. He's like, yeah, he's like, I'm going at 9 a.m. just to make sure everything goes well. Cause like we're gonna go eat first, and then we're going straight to the movies. And I'm just like, yo, bro, like you could just show up there at 12. Like you don't have to do the early thing. And for the record, I'm not being ungentlemanlike. It's just I was kind of seeing the situation for what it was.
Right.
Because I'm like he buying her stuff with money. let her borrow the laptop. And I'm not even talking about regular laptop. I think he had a Toshiba. Yeah, it was like a Toshiba too. Like you talking about the nice looking black one too. not like the crappy little like big like bulky looking one. Like we're talking about the skinny black one.
Oh yeah.
He let her borrow that. So he go, and it's like I think 9. It's like 9 p.m. I'm chilling playing video games with my homie on Vamped and shit. He called in. He like, your Foss, don't say anything. He's like, don't say anything. I was like, I'm like, bro, it's 9 o'clock. What? She actually showed up. The date went good. He's like, nah, I waited there, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited.
Oh.
But then she called eventually around 5. It said she wasn't on her way there, so I just chilled around and did this and that. And I'm just like, yo, bro, I told you not to go.
Yeah. Like she'd have took advantage of you like a mug, man.
Nah, it gets worse, bro. Cause he finally gets the laptop on Wednesday, so he already talking about, yeah, yo, don't say nothing again, false. I'm like, yo, I just been right this whole week, huh? That's basically what I said to him. I just been right this whole week.
Yeah, like
I told you.
Yeah, it's like you've been trying to tell this dude for a while now, like, hey, like, man, something fishy about this girl, man. Like, I don't think she into you for you. So.
Yeah. And then he's like, yo, you should give me some advice then, boss. Like, what's your advice? And first of all, let me tell y'all, I'm not a player whatsoever. But I at least know like a few things. And one thing is like, yo, man, it's like she ain't worth it. Just be on your go. Get your laptop back. If she try and ask you for some shit, just tell her no. You can still talk to her and shit, but just like it's like don't give her the cold shoulder too much, but just be chilled about it. You don't have to be all up in her face. Just give her space.
Right.
Especially if y'all even on talking terms like that.
And I also would have been like, man, you know what? And also leave
Oh,
you.
yeah, and then I told him the major rule. Here's the major rule. Once you then already put yourself in simp level, it's like, yo, don't get pissed in any way or don't say nothing offensive. Just accept the fact that you simped and just keep it moving. Just keep it smooth. Keep it playing. And then no matter how much she try to hate on you, she can't be pissed off at you.
Right. Because I was also going to say, and also remember, leave 30%.
That's what this nigga did.
and you never really want to leave 30%. Well, leave 30% of that trust. Because if you trust a girl a full 100, then it's really going to turn out bad for you in the end. Like, always leave 30%.
No. And it's like, it's girls that are real. It's real girls out there.
Well, yeah, but
she's just definitely not one of them.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Females like that. But
yeah.
what did he do afterwards though?
Yo, he got his laptop back, but he apparently, from what I heard, he got pissed off when he found her talking to another dude. So apparently he kind of overstepping his bounds. So he was thinking that he owned her.
Oh shit! I'm like, yeah.
And I don't mean like, it's like, because I don't mean like in a possessive way. It's just that it's like, you ever had like that one girl you thought was feeling you, but she ends up feeling another dude?
Oh yeah.
And it's like you kind of pissed off at her, kind of. So it's like you might say a few shits that kind of get you like, oh, and then she's just going to instantly be like, yo, it's not my fault that I'm feeling this dude, blah, blah, blah. Like you and your feelings, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, that's what I was trying to prevent him from getting into, because it's like once that happens, it's like it can only either get worse or you just need to just apologize.
Yeah. And like,
or you can ignore it. But yeah, it's usually best to apologize and be like, you know what, I was in the wrong. You're right. I'm gonna just leave you be. It's easy as that, or just be like, yo, I'm sorry. I value our friendship. And if you do that, then you're the biggest simp ever. But I'm sorry. It's cool to admit that you're wrong, but if you still trying to be friends at that point, kind of overstepping your bounds, because you done already basically tried to be possessive with her, thinking that she yours. So at that point, it gets to the point where she really don't like this nigga no more. Like they enemies now.
Like,
yeah, let me tell you, because like I was chilling with her one day, because like I had to decide to finally go to eat like dinner, because it's like I always hate the school dinners and shit, and like for whatever reason, I guess he was in a bad mood, I think, because of her, and I'm like, yo, bro, you just gotta chillax, man. And I think it's like be the homies, and I think one or two girls like I occasionally flirt with, but like we're friends. But it's like I just occasionally just like test to make sure that my game's still like not completely trash. It's gonna still be trash, but not completely. You know?
Yeah.
Because I'm humble. I know my game's trash, but at the same time, I still want to make sure I got my smoothness. It's like you can be trash, but you can still be smooth. I done learned it. So at one point we talking or whatever, and then I just hear like some girls just yelling and then saying like something like, "You Whitley," and I'm just looking at her like, "Who's that?" Because like at first she's like something fuck you, like, because at first it looked like she looking at me, and then then she says dude name. I'm like, oh. I look to my right because I'm like, oh, she's talking to you. I didn't say it like that, but I looked at him like, oh, she's the one. And I'm just looking at that game like, so that's her, huh?
Oh,
and she ain't say nothing to me. Like I didn't exist to her, so I was like, cool, We can keep it that way.
Right. It's like, hey, you ain't talking to me, so I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna keep it moving. Like, your issue is with him, not me.
Yeah,
And I'm
because
like,
at first she was with because she was with her new man's, I guess, or the dude she flirted with. Because like when she first said that, and I just looked at them, like her hands giving me this look, because he nervous now, because he's like, oh shit, like because he like, wait, the black dude was chilling with him, like, oh no. But then then you see my face, and I'm just like, oh. And then he's just like, oh, he don't give a fuck about him either. So he just go about being tough and shit. Like after that, like he go like, but I peeped it for a mid second. I'm like, oh, he was nervous as hell. Until he seen who she was talking to, just like I did. Because I'm just like, yo, who the fuck she talking to?
yeah.
Or she's like, you Willie, yo, fuck you, motherfucker. And if I could compare it to like a video game, it's like one of them games where you get like debuffed or whatever, and it's like and you just see like you just see 10s and 20s, like minus 10s and minus 20s just getting depleted. The more she just disrespected this nigga. And it's like I can't do nothing because it's like she like far as hell away. So it's like me overstepping my boundaries just ends up being like a whole school showdown type of thing. Because of where she's at in the line, I'm like, I kind of can't really say nothing to her. She too far. But I ain't say that to him though. I was just like, yo, bro, so that's her? It's like, yeah. I'm like, you see, I told you. He's like, yo, shut up, Foss. Shut up, Foss. Like, yo, like I told you, bro. It's like, yo, I'm gonna talk to him. Maybe I can apologize. I'm like, bro, just let it be.
Yeah, like the juice is not worth the squeeze. You see,
Bruh.
she cussing you out, talking to you like you ain't got, not a pulse.
So let me tell you what he does, right? From what I hear, apparently he kept trying to talk to her and apologize and all that. So now her man's wants, or the dude that she flirting with, want to just knock him out and shit. Because I think they're going out now.
Yeah.
So my homie Vamp had to fix that. He had to make sure like he wasn't getting jumped and shit. So apparently Vamp had to threaten him, and I happened to be there when this shit happened because he's like, yo, I heard you have beef with my homie on Whitley. And it's like because Vamp he a white dude at this, like, but he held his ground. Well, it was white dude versus white dude,
right?
But it's like the dude he was versing though was like the more jock type of looking white dude. Like my dude was like the more like redneck looking white dude, but not like the tough one, like just the super skinny one. But yeah, but he held his ground. Like he held his ground, and then he's just like, oh yeah, what you gonna do? Oh yeah, what are you gonna do if he and my homie? I'm like, yo, don't. I told him, I was like, yo, bro, don't even finish that sentence. I'm with him too. That's my homie. I didn't say I was with Whitley though. I was just like, yo, I'm with my homie Vamp. Like, I'm like, bro, don't even try it. He's like, all right, I'll leave him alone. Just because y'all said so. And blah, blah, blah. Like, he tried to make himself look cool. I'm like, yeah. I'm just like, that's what I fucking thought.
Oh man, those dudes remind me of the dudes that I went to school with, like before I moved like up north, like because originally I'm from Texas, right? And you always had to deal with rednecks and hillbillies that was like that.
Yeah, my dude was like, I think he looked more like he was Eastern Jock. I don't think he was from or either that or he might have been from like Colorado area.
Yeah,
but he ain't look like he was redneck. It was just my homie. He from Texas too.
Yeah,
from like Houston, I think.
Well, that was what I had to encounter, coming up and up until they find out, you was really about something that they didn't think that you was. Then all of a sudden they start changing their tune a little bit. Now, yeah, they still gonna be in their feelings whatsoever. But
yeah.
So when you told those dudes like, hey man, it's like real talk, like don't even finish that statement, like I'm with
Yeah, because now he was gonna try. He was really about to. He was really about to try and involve other people. I'm like, yo, bro, don't even try and involve other people. It's like it's not gonna go down the way you think.
yeah.
It's like we're saying, yo, just leave him alone. We'll make sure that he stays in line. Like we'll make sure that he never talk to your girl again. Like yo, like we're not beat for this. Like bro, we're not going. It's like because basically we just give him an ultimatum because it was like either you chill off of him, leave him alone, and we'll make sure that he leave your girl alone too because he shouldn't have. Then you like because I kept telling him not to talk to like her. Like we're not saying that you're in the wrong. We're saying you're in the right, but we're saying like the fight does not need to be made. A fight does not need to be started. But if the moment you try and threaten the homie Vamp, I'm gonna have to fuck you up, and Vamp gonna have to fuck you up too. And I'm the type of guy who believes in peace. Like I don't believe it. I try my best to be a pacifist, but best believe it's certain people I will fight for in a heartbeat. Vamp is one of them. But yeah, it is funny because it's like yo, we be chilling in the smoke area and all that, and him and his girl be there all the time too. But it's like it's like anytime they look at us, they just like it's whatever, like it's cool. They just like mind their own business as we do. Yeah, because I think around that time, I think that's around the time I met Russian for the first time too. Now that I think about it.
Oh, the Russian. Oh, yeah, that's what. Oh,
yeah, I met Russian around that time, and Russian didn't like the dude either.
Oh shit! So he just got a lot of problems on his hands. So
yeah, because whatever he's probably thinking of, the moment like Russian said was good with me or called me by name, I see dude get nervous. You just see him get nervous. Like, wait, he knows Russian. I was like, yeah, we in the same trade. I was like, yeah, I bet your ass ain't gonna do
yeah,
shit.
I know that had to I know that hurt his poor soul.
No, it didn't, because he got his girl at the end of the day. I mean, I think until she met Day Day.
Oh hold up. So she didn't stay with that dude for long, and she ended up getting with Day Day.
No, I think she stayed with him for about maybe 3-4 months. I think and then that's around time I think Day Day really started going on like a home run spree with the girls and shit. Because Day Day wasn't like the Day Day from Friday. Day Day was like this light skinned skinny dude that for whatever reason, like every weekend he was always fucking a girl. Like it was always a different girl too. It wasn't like ever like the same girl unless he had a girlfriend. But even then, I think he was still. And I was just like, I'm like, oh, Day the only one I know could really be doing some bullshit like this and getting away with it. And it's always weird as hell hanging with Daddy because Daddy will always be hanging with the bro. So I'm like, yo, where the fuck does he find time for this? He just be like, yo, it's good if I was just chilling, man, just chilling. Like, yo, you got extra cig or whatever? I'm like, yeah, I got you, bro. Or be like, yo, you be like, yo, I'll catch you later. I see my next target over there. Like, who is that? And like most people be like, you would think like he'd be the dude that gets slapped all the time because he's trying to hide a girl. I don't know what he does to this day. But yeah, let me tell you, yo, it's funny because like freestyling with this dude, like freestyle rapping with this dude is funny as hell. Because sometimes like when he's drunk or he's high, like he'll start doing disses. So we chilling, right? Like he started rapping about this one dude, so he's just like, yo, took this one bad blonde, blah blah blah. Girl, like, cause it was like some feature that she had that no other girl had, like something over to the field and And then I see this one dude get pissed off. He's like, whoa, 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 that's my homie's girl, bro. What the fuck? He's like, what you gonna do about it? Yeah, like, cause anytime somebody want to start problems with Day, like all Day says is just this one phrase, and like, and what? What you gonna do about it? Like, and the moment he says that, everybody gets scared. Oh yeah, that's the same Day from the other story I was telling you about, the dude that was trying to blow up the school.
Yeah.
That's the same Day. That's the same one. The one that's talking shit to that nigga Peyton. I was like, yeah, that's the same Day. Like, yeah, and what? What you gonna do about it? That
Like
nigga Day ain't true.
Right. Like the one that said literally, I will fuck you up if you try to blow up the school.
Yeah. Nah. That was just me talking. No. That was me talking because he said that out of the classroom. But yeah, but either way, it's like we would have fucked them up outside of school. Like,
regardless. So
yeah, but I felt so bad for my homie though, because it was like he was really trying.
You know when Silent J was trying to talk in the chat room, he talking about, we ain't read the chat. He said that woman at Milk and Cookies job owned him, and he was talking about me. I'm like, hey, Silent J, when we was talking about that girl and your dude and the dude that you was roommates with.
Oh yeah.
He was actually taking that particular segment and applying it to me, and I'm like, hey, well, Silent J, I don't necessarily work there no more, but I'm gonna tell you this though. Oh, what's her face? She's still, even though I'm not there, and I got.
Oh yeah. I remember that story.
The girl that I was telling you about, the one that just don't know when to leave alone.
Yeah.
I still hear whenever I see my play sister, even she'll tell me, hey, what's her name? Cat lady still asks about you. Like, she even says, I may have to look for him on Facebook. I'm like, she can try.
It sound like my ex talk. One of my homies was talking about, like, yo, she trying to figure out how to get to Jersey, and I'm like, whatever. Like, I really like, cause I was just like, cause like she had just broke up with me about a few weeks prior. Cause like we was just getting ready to go on vacation, so I'm just not really beat for like, cause once she broke up with me, I kind of wasn't beat for shit. Like, I wasn't depressed, but it was like a different type of depression. It wasn't like a depressed over her. It was just like I'm kind of done with this place. I can't wait to go home for the break, for winter break. Because I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, I think I've done enough for the whole year. It's like I chilled out. I was me. Got into trouble like almost hella times. I'm like, almost got kicked out like 10 times. It's like, I had a girlfriend that kind of had like a low key drinking problem.
Damn.
It's like almost got her pregnant. I was just like, yo, I'm like, I kind of had enough. I was done for that year. I was like, 2000 whatever, come through now. It's like I'm just really done. And around that time, I think I just became secretary of my dorm. Yeah, I just became secretary. Or I was secretary for about maybe 2-3 weeks. Prior to that, because the other one left because he's like, yeah, I need you to become secretary. I'm like, what? What do you mean? Oh yeah, because I'm going and all that. Bro, I'm just a janitor in the closet that gives y'all the equipment to clean the dorm up. He's like, yeah, I need you to be secretary. Can't you let the J-checkers do it? Like, no. You are going to be secretary. I'm just looking at this Middle Eastern looking dude. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, yo, bro, you're being hella disrespectful right now. I'm not feeling that.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, so then he's like, yeah, so the secretary gets these snacks and these snacks. You gotta do this and that. Make sure you do this and that and that and this. So I know what y'all thinking. Like, Foss ain't gonna be taking no disrespect and all that. So we're gonna just fast forward to when I'm secretary, right? And like I was just like, yo, he was so disrespectful in giving me this position. But these snacks though,
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I get 2 chips. I can get 2 ramens any day. I'm like, hold on, what? I don't have to go to the cafe no more and eat this garbage ass like ribs and pork chops that don't even come out the bone that feel like a doggy treat. Like I was just like, I'm like, all right, he got that. I had this one other Middle Eastern homie. He had these he had a dark chocolate with the salted caramel.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It was on the sea salt dark chocolate with the caramel. So he told me like, yo, first you gotta eat one. It's gonna taste bad. Then you gotta eat the second one. It's gonna taste good as hell. I eat the first one, tastes bad. I eat the second one. Next thing I know, I was a fiend. Yeah, because now the dorm we was in, we had like all like the Asian and the Middle Eastern folks, so we had like the best of like that dorm was like the most chill dorm. Like we was all chill. It was like never like any real fights. It was just nothing but good food and just chilling. Like the Asian folks put me on to the Asian market they be going to and all that. I'm like, wait, why hasn't nobody ever mentioned about the Asian market? It's like, yo, not too many of the other races fuck with us, false. Like, but y'all cool. It's like, yeah, we don't understand it either. Yeah, but anyway, yo, you see this over here? This is the dope ass ramen. So you know that ramen that you see that got like the Chinese symbols that's red and black?
Yeah.
Before they hit the stores, you could only get those at the Asian market. Bro, when they introduced me to that shit, I was like, wait, it comes with a spice thing? Like, yeah, it comes with a spice thing. You put it in, no, you don't have to. Then it also has this, it's supposed to be like egg yolk or whatever. Put it in the ramen too. Like, it all comes within that one thing of ramen that's only $1. And I'm just like, what is this place? Oh yeah, over there are all the different sauces. And guess what? We even got General Toy sauce over there. I'm like, oh shit. Yep. Of course, we got the soy sauce. We got burger flavored ramen. We got beef flavored, the real beef at that, not that regular shit that you be getting. Like, it's like you got steak ramen. I was just like, yo, what place is this? For you, Foss, this is heaven. That's basically how he was saying it too. It was like, yo, for you, Foss,
Right.
this is heaven. Compared to that shit that they be trying to make you eat at the Job Corps. Like, cause I was always asking them that shit. I'm like, yo, bro, this food at Job Corps sucks. Where do y'all be getting all this ramen from?
Did they ever
Then
say?
they found, bro, they put me on. Because like literally, bro, it's literally only me or the Asians that ever go to that like market. Like my RA knew about it too. I was like, yo, why the fuck have y'all not been telling me about this place? It's like, y'all know I hate the food here. It's like, yo, you're secretary now, and pretty soon you might end up being president and all that. And you've been here for like almost a year, Foss. You don't earn your stripes.
All right then. Shoot. Sometimes
That's
those
that's
connections
what I
gotta
basically
be
said
made.
too, Aaron.
Yeah,
I said
it's
the same thing.
like those connections gotta be made. So sooner or later, but the fact that again when they were saying like again other people again don't really mess with them like that, and it's like, well, you guys are like gotta be the coolest people around here. It's like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's because it's like for me, I don't see color. It's like I don't see none of that. It's like we all people.
Yeah.
It's like we like every race got their own jokes, and every race has like something you gotta respect from it. Just make sure you learn it from the like off the rip. Just make sure you know it off the rip, and everything's cool. It's like just know what homies you can make certain jokes with. Just know what homies you can't. Just know when you're being disrespected and know when you're not. It's like people make jokes thinking like shit's cool, And then sometimes you gotta check them. Sometimes you don't.
Or better yet, they'll disguise something in the flattery as a form of a joke. Like I literally hate that with a passion. And I was, put up on game by somebody that said that, exactly a long time ago, especially like where I live. There's a lot of that going on. And this is people coming from either whether they're older than me or let alone younger than me. And I'm like, where y'all get this from?
It'd be the older heads.
Yeah, it's like y'all motherfuckers ain't like y'all.
That's why it's like you gotta be careful. Like Spanish folks gotta be careful what words they say around me sometimes, because I'll look or I'll give like a quick like little twitch or something to know I heard something that was offensive. Because they might be like something like they might be like something this black dude or something this mayate, and then I'll be like I'll do like a little twitch, and then they'll be like, oh, he knows. Let's just be chill. It doesn't seem like he's gonna cause a ruckus. Let's just chill out. And then I don't hear nothing about me after that. Or if they realize that I'm cool with like so and so, they'll be like, oh, that's so and so kid. Because it's like my homie on Juan, like his mom treat me like a son, so it's like they'll be like, that's so and so kid.
Hey yo, but it's been cool. But I'm about to go. Appreciate y'all for coming on the panel and all of that. And the people in the chat room. But I'm about to call it a night. Y'all have a good one.
You too.
All right then.
Or catch y'all.
I catch y'all.